Hi and welcome to Diabetes TV. This time we're going to talk about interval training. Now this has been in the media of late, Chris, a lot of interest. It's the buzzword in the exercise industry at the moment, and what we're going to talk about is what is it and is it worth it?
Absolutely. So what is interval training? Well, first off, it's basically, it starts with cardiovascular, so it could be walking, swimming or cycling, anything that's generally a cardiovascular exercise. And for a period of time, an interval, you increase the intensity of that exercise and then reduce it.
So give us an example.
Yeah, so it might be that you're riding on an exercise bike and you cycle really, really fast for 5 seconds, sprint it out and then go back to your regular pace for the remainder of the minute. And then at the start of the next minute, you do another 5 seconds, sprinting, and then back down to the regular pace.
And a walking example could be that you walk at your normal pace for 2 minutes and then you walk flat out as fast as you can for 1 minute, then go back to your 2 minutes, do another fast minute for 1 minute, back to 2. Now the beauty, and there's all sorts of examples.
Yeah.
You can vary these intervals as much as you want, but the essence of interval training is that you increase the intensity for a short period, bring it back.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it sounds really scientific, but in actual fact, there's lots of things that it actually automatically have interval training.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you think about tennis or dancing, badminton.
Most team sports like soccer, football.
Have a portion of time where you go really fast and other times where you rest or you go slower. So it's been naturally found in sports anyway.
Yeah, and the big question is, why do we want to do it? Well, a lot of studies have shown that higher intensity exercise gets greater health benefits and helps us lose weight more. There was a study done at the University of New South Wales.
That's right. And I think the real thing about this and the key is it's two groups of girls who perform cycling, and one group just cycled for 45 minutes.
At a moderate, steady pace.
Yeah, for 3 times a week. And the other group cycled for 20 minutes, 3 times a week, but with intervals. Now, what happened at the end of that study was remarkable. Now, they didn't ask these girls to change their diet in any way. So there's no diet intervention at all. And what they found was, while everyone generally lost weight and got a bit fitter, which is a good thing to know, the girls that did the 20 minutes actually lost, wasn't it 3 times more weight?
3 times more weight.
That's
they were doing
amazing.
less than half the amount of exercise, but they were doing intervals.
Exactly.
And the interesting thing, and especially for people with diabetes, is their insulin sensitivity of the interval group went up dramatically, much more than the constant exercise pace group.
Yeah.
So really, the why you want to do intervals is the health benefits are massive.
So if you are short on time, one of the big benefits of interval training is you don't have to spend as long exercising. You can still get a really good workout in 20 minutes, and doing it 3 times a week will still provide you with some health benefits, provided you can add those intervals.
Yeah, really, really important. And the other thing about intervals is they get you fit quick. They massively increase your fitness level over a period of time. I mean, we had a client called Cherie, an elderly client who came to us. She could walk on a treadmill at 1.5 kilometres an hour. Now, have you ever seen a treadmill move at 1.5? It's like continental drift. You can barely see the thing moving. And what we did is took her and said, right, Cherie, all we're going to do for 30 seconds is walk at 2 kilometres an hour, and then we'll go back.
Yeah.
And then the next week it was 2.1, 2.2, and we slowly crept her up. And in a period of about 6 months, she went from 1.5 kilometres an hour to 6 kilometres an hour.
Yeah.
And for an 80-year-old woman, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, it is. And I think what amazed her was that she wasn't spending days and days and days having to exercise forever, and yet she was getting really good results. Essentially, you're getting more bang for your buck if you can include some interval training.
It's just a more efficient way to exercise, and it makes it more fun too, because when I go to the gym and ride the bike, if I had to do 20 minutes at the same pace, I'd just be going insane. But I do a minute at a moderate pace, I do 2 minutes at a hard pace, go back to an easier minute.
Yeah.
So it's looking at how can we start to vary things and add intensity.
That's why things like spin classes work so well.
Yeah.
And I guess doing it in a group and the music can really motivate you. But the reason why people tend to get really good results is because the interval training is there.
Now, if you want more information on interval training, you can go to our website, theglucoseclub.com.au, and in the resource section we have a free article on that one. So get out there, embrace the intervals, and get fit fast.
See you next time.